Welcome, everyone, to a very, very special, exciting webinar today on this wonderful afternoon with Shoaib and I. It is our international medical competition. I'm sure you've all met Shoaib before. Most of you have probably seen me as well. We've been advertising this for a few weeks now. It's super exciting. There are lots of prizes. So we're going to run through the logistics of how things are going to work. If you have any issues, the Zoom link should be available in the meeting info just below the video on the website. So you can click that. If not, it's also available in the chat as well. So for time's sake, let's dive straight into the rules, some information for you guys on how this quiz is going to work. And we can crack on, and hopefully you guys can win some really cool prizes. Okie dokie. So let me move Shoaib out of the way. All right. So this quiz is something that we've had in the pipeline for a while now, and I guess we're super happy that it's finally going ahead. The target audience for this is really going to be any medical students in your clinical year and physician associates as well. All of the content that we're going to be covering today in this quiz is going to be based on previous content that we have covered in all of our webinars. So you can see this box here is some of the specialties that we've covered. So if you guys have had time, then anyone who has revisited those webinars, revised those, you're definitely going to have a little bit more of a head start. But you know, everyone is welcome, and I'm sure you'll all do really, really well. It's probably going to be around 30 to 40 minutes. It's 40 seconds per question. To make life simpler for us and for you guys, everyone has to sit for the full 40 seconds per question, meaning that everyone will travel and work through the quiz at the same pace. So if you finish a question in 10 seconds, you still need to wait for the full 40 seconds to be up before you move on. As we said, it's 40 questions, so 40 SBAs across those specialties. Because we didn't want a load of people tying for first place, second place, and third place, right in the middle, there are 4 questions where the faster you answer, the more points you get. But it will be really, really clear which questions those will be. So there are only 4 of those. All the other questions, it's just if you get it right, you get point. But those middle 4 questions is just to discriminate a little bit further so people don't tie and we don't have to give loads of prizes to hundreds of people. But in the event that there is a tie, as it says here, everyone will receive the prize. We're not going to be splitting prizes between people, but we're not expecting a tie between lots of different people. If you want the full range of terms and conditions, then pop us an email and we can send those to you as well. So how is the quiz going to work? How are you going to answer questions? So I'm assuming most of you are on tablets or phones or iPads or whatever it is. The way that you're going to answer these questions is on a website called menti.com. So you can either use the tablet or whatever platform you're using now and just open a new tab and answer it on there, or you can have your phone to the side or whatever you'd like to do. So you can do that now. You can head over to menti.com, and Shoaib is going to be running the actual quiz, and he'll give you the code to enter so we can all make a start together. Shoaib and I will be around if there are any burning issues, but essentially it's going to be you guys plowing through all those 40 questions. So hopefully if you head over to Menti now, we haven't given you the code yet, but when we do give you the code, Shoaib will remind you anyway, register on menti.com using your full name. You will then know by the end of the quiz, when you get to the leaderboard on your phone, you will know your position out of however many hundreds of people are participating. If you come on your phone or on the tablet or whatever you're using, if it says that you come first, second, or third, simply email us, obviously with some evidence that you are the person that has come first, second, or third. We will look on our records and confirm that position as per what we have recorded as well. So we're not going to reveal the entire leaderboard to everyone today. So we'll reveal the entire leaderboard tomorrow. But if you get to the final question, phone, it says, or your iPad, etc., says that you first, second, or third. simply email us. There will be no public leaderboard being revealed, but each individual person will know because the system shows you what position you've come. Does all of that make sense? I've said a lot of words, but hopefully that's pretty straightforward, and it will make a lot once Schwabe starts things on Menti. Is everyone? In case you didn't know, you know, there's some money available. If you are the winner, you will get £100 lifetime premium access to our website, which is worth a lot of money as well. And all first, second, and third prizes get certificates and mugs as well. So those are the prizes that are available. A few specific questions I see in the chat here. You will get the correct answer straight after those 40 seconds. The system will reveal you the answer, and we will show that on the screen as well. There will be no public leaderboard today, but there will be a public leaderboard available tomorrow. So essentially, if it shows on your phone or tablet, etc., that you are first, second, or third, just pop us an email and we'll confirm that according to our record.
The public leaderboard will only be the top 10 places tomorrow anyway. So if you're worried that people are going to see you didn't do as well as you hoped, we're only going to reveal the top 10 tomorrow. Yeah. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. Just a reminder that tomorrow will be running theory that proved the most difficult as well. So do join us for that at 5 p.m. tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it over to Schwabe now. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. He can share his, and things will hopefully make even more sense.
Yeah, so just to clarify, so remember, sign up with your full name. The public leaderboard of the top 10 places will be displayed tomorrow. If you come in the top 3, take a screenshot and email it to us, and we will be going through the answers tomorrow, okay, in depth, and I'll be taking that session. So if I move on over to Menti, hopefully you can all see that. So if you go to menti.com and type the code in 8680648, it should give you access to the quiz. Some of you are saying I don't want to use my full name, etc. I would advise, it just makes it a bit easier for us if you use your full name. But if you want
and also if you don't use your full name, then it can be tricky for us to be sure who has actually won the competition. Of course, you can screenshot and give us that as evidence as well, but it just makes our lives a lot simpler if you do use your full name, because then we can confirm you are who you say you are.
And yes, answers. So the answers will be revealed after each question today, but we're not going to go over the explanation. I will be going through the explanations of the tricky questions tomorrow. So there is a split of some hard questions, some easy questions in today's quiz. So I'll give you guys about a minute to sign up just to make sure we have everyone on. The session is recorded for those of you that are asking. And remember, there's £100 to play for top place. So give it your best shot, and don't feel disheartened if you find it really difficult. Don't worry, it's a bit of lighthearted fun, to be honest. Okay, I'll give it about 10, 20 more seconds. So just to go over that, make sure you sign up with your full name. And that's it, really. If you come in the top 3, screenshot the leaderboard at the end and send it to us. Okay, good. I think we're about ready to start. Okay, so we're starting. Good luck to everyone. You have 40 seconds to answer. You can take the full 40 seconds if you need. You don't get more points for answering quickly in these questions. I will let you know when you need to answer quickly. So again, you can take the full 40 seconds to answer if you wish. Okay, very good. As I said, we're not going to go over the explanations today. I'll do that tomorrow, but that's pretty much how the rest of the quiz is going to work. I'm not going to read out the question because it might distract some of you. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. Okay, good. You guys are acing it so far. Yeah, got the snaky there. I think Azim wrote this question. Okay, so I hope that's all making sense so far. You guys seem to be getting the hang of it. So again, you can take the full 40 seconds to answer. You guys are answering really quickly. Just make sure you take your time and answer properly. Okay, so far so good.
Guys are doing well. Remember, it's not about speed, it's about accuracy for all of these ones.
Very good. You guys are acing this so far. All right, that was a bit of a tough one. Don't worry, we'll cover the explanations tomorrow. And when we get to about halfway, I'll give you guys a 1 or 2 minute break. But you're all doing very well. Good stuff. Well, again, quite a tricky one. Don't worry, we'll go through that tomorrow. All the explanations, I'll put all of the answers and all of the explanations on a PowerPoint, and we'll go through it tomorrow together. Okay, very good. You're all doing amazingly well so far. Keep up the good work. Very good. Okay, we're almost halfway then. As I said, around the halfway mark, I'll give you guys a 1 or 2 minute break. Okay, that was another tricky one. Don't worry, we'll go through that one tomorrow. Okay, so the faster you answer, the more points you get on this one, so you need to be quick. For the next 2 or 3 questions, the quicker you answer, the more points you will get. So you need to answer as quick as you possibly can, but obviously answer accurately as well. Okay. So again, the quicker you answer, the more points. It was a tricky question. We'll go through this one tomorrow. Again, the quicker you answer, the more points. Another tricky one. Okay. Next one, I think, let's see. Yeah, the quicker you answer, again, the more points. Okay. So some of these endocrine ones are a bit tricky. I must confess, I wrote some of these, so don't worry, I'll explain them tomorrow. Okay, now we're back to normal. You can take the full 40 seconds if you wish. After this question, we'll have a break. Tricky one. Okay. So again, you can take the full 40 seconds if you need. Okay, a bit of a tricky one, that one, don't worry. Okay, you're all doing really well. I think there's about 10 or 12 questions left. Okay, so we'll be done in the next 10 minutes or so, hopefully. Okay. Okay, very good. I'm pretty sure we're in the last 10 questions now, so we won't be too much longer. Oh, tricky one. Okay, there's a bit of a split there. Don't worry, we'll go over these tricky ones tomorrow. Tricky one again. I can see someone answered in the chat. Please just try not to answer in the chat because it gives the answer away. If you want to answer on the quiz, go to menti.com. Okay, yeah, good. I'm glad you guys got that. Sorry if you can hear some crying in the background. That's my nephew. Another tricky one. We'll go over that algorithm tomorrow. Very good. So I believe there are 2 more questions left. So hang in there. All doing amazingly well. Interesting. I'll explain this tomorrow. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, it's about knowing your hyperkalemia management, that one. I believe this is the final question. So make it count. Okay, so stick on your phones because I'm going to move over to the next slide, which will be the leaderboard, and it'll tell you which position you came, but I won't share that on the screen. So just hang on a second.